Okay, we're back to working on this here. So you can watch me put it together um and record a video. I'm working on assembling it, and then we're gonna do some modifications here. I don't know if we'll get to all that, but we'll see here. So welcome in. Don't forget the super chat. And yeah. Okay, so we'll put the doors and hood and stuff back on here. Set these off to the side. Soft cloth to put the stuff on. We don't want to scratch that shiny new paint. If you're viewing, if you're new to the channel, say hello in the chat. I'm watching the chat. Give you a shout out. Again, don't forget the super chat. That's how you can support and help me keep these kind of things going, but you never have to do that. Also, got my web store. I got some t-shirts and mugs and stickers and things like that. You can find that link in the description or and anyway, I'm going to be working on this. And we'll, you know, you got questions about what this is, why. I'm filming a video at the moment, so we'll, that I will show later on. So, if you want to see the condensed version, get subscribed. So, all right, I gotta get which my trusty LTT screwdriver here. Let's see. Guess we'll put the doors on first. I put the screws in there because, just in case you saw them, might want to. Which door is that? That's this door. If you accidentally saw the screw head would have been the original body color. And this precision screwdriver, I really like it because the magnet's really strong, and then the bits are really high quality for doing stuff like this. Okay. There we go. Yeah, it looks perfect. Okay. Do that. The other door on. Be really careful. I did some of the painting off camera, obviously, because not a not something I could really live stream easily. Okay, that looks good. There we go. All right. Now the hood and the trunk, and I can't remember. I want to say the hood was a little bit tricky, so we'll do the trunk first. And then, windshield I might wait till later. Oh, and I got to remember to put the windshield wipers in when we do that. That was one thing I know. Let's see. Okay, yeah. The trunk is actually pretty easy. It was the hood that I think I'm going to want to put some tape on some of the edges so we don't actually actually accidentally scrape them, scratch them. Although these screws, don't believe you can see from the back or from the. Okay. Hopefully, paint doesn't. Okay, it doesn't. We definitely want to keep the, because we want to be able to see the trunk, or the trunk, the hood, the engine. All right. This one I remember was a little tricky. Well, hey, you know what? I want to put a little. Put. Hopefully, I can get it out of there. Mask off. This edge. I don't want to. If I have to, I will I'll do some touch up, but I don't really want to have to do anything like that. Put that. Hopefully it's. Remember. Well. You need to get a little bit on the edges there and mask it just right. Hopefully that doesn't take up too much space. That's the thing I'm worried about. Okay. Let's maybe. I remember it's a deal. Yeah, well, I remember it barely slipped by. Oh. Hmm. Oh, there we go. There we go. Okay. All right. Did we scratch any paint? I don't think so. Don't think so. Okay. Hopefully I can get the tape out of there, though. Other thing. Okay. Oh, here we go. We got all Skull Crusher in. Must have got home from the gym or something. Or this was an impromptu live stream, so I thought I'd work on it here. Okay. Now, kicker is, can I get the tape off? Oh, I got that piece off. Uh, uh, there we go. Yeah, well, that worked. No scratches. All right, pretty good. Now, we're not going to put the body on the chassis yet, but let's do a quick reveal. Oh, I think I got to have the doors open to put it on here. Oh yeah, that's right. Got to get the interior in the right spot. Well, that's kind of how it'll look. There we go. But because we're going to do some customizations to the engine here, I don't know if I'll get to that tonight. As what I want to do is get all the lights and trim back on, which is all in this part here. The windshield. Actually, we'll put that in, and I want the wipers got to go in. I think they hide under the hide. They get pinched under the windshield, I believe. Yeah. Okay. Windshield wipers. Then oh, yeah, that's how that's gonna go. And I'm gonna have to. I might have to glue the windshield in a little bit. Because I broke one of the tabs getting it out, which is what I sort of thought. Do two things. Those will stay in there. Okay. That's right. That pinches them in there. Now, I could drill and and I might in that there, but we'll do now, because I'm not going to be taking this ever apart, and the rest of the stuff's got to get glued in. I'm going to put we'll use glue then. I may use it in the back, but around the edges we'll use a little of that stuff. It's actually a lot stronger than you think. But you know what? I should, because super glue or CA glue can may cloud the plastic, so we'll use it very sparingly. Places we know we won't see. Yeah, let's see. Brush and put some kicker on it. Well, okay. And, well, put just a little bit in this little deal. All right. That, and then I'm just going to put this should hold it, actually, what little I have there, but this glue is a little more forgiving on clear plastic, so that's what we'll do. Okay. We're going to just put small amounts in inconspicuous spaces, almost like kind of a spot weld. This glue, I'm not worried about it. It's more plastic safe. Let's see, let's put a little blob there. And okay, that will work for that. The rest I can use the suit without having to worry about it. So let's do some of the side trim. Let's see if I can remember which parts go where. Where does that one go? Okay, that one must go there. And these were just melted in, remember. So, no, or does that one go on the other? That one? Oh, no, it does go over here. Yeah, we got a plastic. Okay, and then a little bit of there's maybe enough plastic I could melt it back on, but hopefully that doesn't wick through with my paint job. Nope, it didn't. Okay. All right, let's find that other trim piece. There it is. A little bit of a press fit, so let's see. there. Too much. Okay. Got that done. Okay. Okay. Let's on the headlight. But you're not going to be seeing it, but I want to put the, let's see, marker lights in. Okay. I'll make sure I'm recording there. Oh, dang it. There's a blooper. Okay. That. Okay. Now, the headlights. Oh, and I'll need to use the other glue. I forgot. I'll need to use the other glue for that. I don't want to cloud these. Yeah. Okay. So, now this isn't like a fast set glue, but it's still pretty quick. So it's enough. It's tacky enough that it'll keep them in there. Okay. All right. Let's a little bit more glue in this. Okay. That's pretty good for that. Um, Now the little grill pieces go in. Those nice about those is those kind of press fit. That's real nice. Almost just staying there by themselves. So we'll enough for those. Okay. Now there we go. Pretty good for that. All right. Okay, next thing. Guess we could those other. Oh yeah, those. Well, let's do these tiny little guys. They go in here. I believe that's. Wait a minute. I think I got these turned around. Ah, so fiddly. I think that one goes there. Or here. Yep. I think I'm going to use this glue because super glue is a little too runny for this. I need something that's gap filling. Okay. Okay. Let that stuff sit a little. Bumper upside down. Bumper should go right like that, and it kind of just okay, and it kind of sits in there like that. It'll do there. Oh yeah, and then the little license plate for the trunk. That's sure that doesn't. There we go. Probably should have put this on before I put the trunk lid on, but that's okay, I guess. So, all right, that on. There. Was going to do a custom license plate, but I decided maybe that wouldn't be. I decided I liked having the original one that said Karmann Ghia. Okay, well, hopefully that trim will stay on there. I might have to. But anyway, there's how that looks. You know, this was yellow. If you watched the previous live stream, here we go. So I am going to move the body over in a safe split, in a safe spot. For everything to dry. All right. Now, next thing to do is, all right. I did a little bit of. We're gonna do a little bit of customization on the motor. Parts out here. We're gonna have to paint these, but this is about as tiny as my 3D printer will reliably go. Few parts. Decided to make a little supercharger, which actually, tell you the truth, about all I can do. Let's see. Is that what oh, that's the canister. That's the charger part. Okay, actually, I gotta cut the carb. That's right. I gotta do a little bit of surgery on this. I need to cut the carburetor off there, because the supercharger is gonna go right in this little spot there, and then the carburetor will sit next to that, and there's a little other detailing that I want to do there. So the thing is let's see. I don't know. I might have to see if I can cut without cutting myself. I won't have to get my Dremel out, but I might. Just might. on, I gotta film some video. I didn't get that. Set the parts out. I'm gonna do voiceover, so just got to get some pointing going on, and wonder how that's. Okay, we got that pulled apart. Now I will have to do the Dremel to get that other part, like a little cutoff wheel. Might have to use a top knife. Be a better tool for this. That got away from. There, got it. Oh, that's gonna come off with it. Okay. Well, that's actually better. Okay. Yeah, that come off with it. But we need to separate. Okay. We'll do it this way. See, I managed to cut myself. Now, I'm not gonna really save much of the intake pipe. Okay, well, there's that. Okay, that sort of sets in there. Okay, there's our carburetor. Okay. Oh. Well, that actually makes that little bit be easier. Okay. Let's set that in there. Well, let's supercharger part on here. Be the guessing the best way. Super glue it together. And this is a centrifugal type supercharger. That is a real thing that was available for this and other cars of the era. I normally would paint all this, but I think I'm gonna maybe paint it after the. I gotta paint the belt and all that. I need to make sure it all fits. So it'll fit how I want it. Okay, so you know what? Kinda will work. I have half a mind to. I don't want it to get glued down in there. Let's. Let's just use this glue. Time being. This will afford me a little bit of. Oops. A little bit of move, fiddling around. That might be just right. Yeah, if I. Now, I guess I'll leave that there to dry a little bit. Because, yeah, that should work okay. 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 Well, we might be done for now because that's got to set up, and then I need to get some paints around for stuff. So I guess that'll be it for this stream. So that was quick. What was it? About 45 minutes. That's good. Good enough stream. I have a lot more to do on it, so you might want to get subscribed and see me. And I'll see you in the next one. Just putting away some of my blades here. Exacto. Okay, anyway. All right. All right. That is it for this one. Yeah.